a podcast called Lemonparty. A few people sent me this. Ben Avery, formerly Tim Dillon's producer, Ben.
Okay.
Who I've always loved. I always loved Ben Avery. Well, he's doing this show now with a couple other guys, and it's called Lemonparty. And they had a segment where they just started watching Opie. And it's so fun to watch other people react to Opie. And I always think of Tim Dillon as a West Coast comic because he kind of started from the Comedy Store and Joe Rogan. And so I forget that he's from New York. And so these guys know Opie and Anthony.
Okay.
They know everything that's going on, where he's been, where he's at now. But it's so fun. I thought they did a really good job of reviewing his show. So I just want to play some clips from that.
Talk.
I think he just kind of wanders around New York and like makes friends with chefs and then asks them if they want to like be his co-host.
Every day on his birthday, he just buys himself a birthday cake and smashes it sadly outside his own high rise.
It's so sad. What the fuck, man?
I know.
He lights the candles, gives it to a homeless person, then smashes and steps on it. Yeah.
I met the Nia. She's a lovely person. Nia goes way, way back in the.
He's talking about Bill Burr's wife, Nia.
Great,
right?
I hate to tell you this, but
can I tell you when I saw Nia flip off Trump, I go, "What's Opie going to say about this?" I got a big newspaper I got. I go, "Opie, your response." Opie. Give me a word, champ.
Oh man, it's so crazy that if you go to Washington Square Park, you could see Opie like doing a radio show to a tree, like next to homeless mustard.
Making a mustard reference. These guys obviously know Opie and Anthony and are having some fun with this. Bobo was a character on the Opie and Anthony show, a mentally disabled gentleman, big Mets fan. Actually, I think Blind Mike just did an episode about a Bobo event that happened on the Opie and Anthony show on Why You Laughing recently. So this is just kind of a fun one.
Yeah, he's texting Bobo the retard and getting blocked.
Oh, yeah.
He's texting Bobo the retard, what are you doing? And then it just says red 645.
Bobo goes, shut up, hack!
He defends Nia here.
All right. So that's kind of funny. Just for me, I'm just picturing that Opie has no friends from the Opie and Anthony days, so he's relying on the Whack Packers, and he still is getting nothing from them. All right, so this is great. They're goofing on Opie's audio because it's terrible. His whole production is just god-awful.
Yeah, great audio. It's only your 40th year in radio. He's recording this on a BlackBerry.
Look, his fans don't even have names. It's just called Facebook user. It's just saying, good morning, buddy.
Dude, his comments are saying like, hey, check out the new watch. It's all spam robots.
He goes, oh, look, Tom from MySpace in the chat. Yeah.
So, Opie just puts up random chats on there, and it's nonsensical. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. He's still doing that after years. I've been telling him not to. He doesn't listen to me. I've been giving him a lot of good advice he does not listen to. All right, so now they're goofing on the chat conversation that's happening in front of Opie.
It's so great. It's just some guy saying, I wish Roy Rogers was still open.
Yeah.
People are
that guy's trying to text his son right now.
There's guys in there like, do you guys know when Rayo's closes? Just asking for directions.
Yeah, there's guys going age, sex, location. Any 14-year-olds, any 14. I'm in Canada. Where you at? The cartel starts using Opie's show to like send messages. It's the safest way to send correspondence. You should just see like a guy called Pedro. Like he's like, okay, that's where all the cocaine is buried.
No, it's more encrypted than the dark web. This is better than an onion link.
Yeah,
you can send anything over the chat on the live Opie streams.
Yeah, there's babies being bought before they're born in the Opie live streams.
That's pretty well done. Yeah, that was pretty funny. All right, so then Ben starts doing an Opie impression that I enjoyed here.
Any more of it? Mm-hmm. At one point in this video, he's like, "Look, and I could be one of these guys out here supporting Trump, and I could have all these fans, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm not one of the dishonest ones." Not dishonest.
God.
And I don't know when he started talking like this, by the way.
After the show ended and like everybody went against him and he just kept doubling down on being a worthless, egotistical idiot. He started just always saying like, Jim Norton my radio show. Like,
Well, he's one of those. If you can't say anything funny, eventually you get so desperate working in that media that he's like, well, what if I go Jim Norton?
Yeah.
That's what his attempt at
one-man
comedy.
show
voices
shtick.
and stuff.
His
Yeah.
comedy's going like, hey, Tim Allen did the oi, oi, oi. Like,
Yeah.
I'll kind of do that.
Yeah.
And that'll be my thing.
Well, I wish Anthony wasn't in the hospital for being racist, so he could clap back at Opie right now.
Yeah,
on the show.
Anthony drove past a Popeyes and his heart nearly exploded.
So these guys get it. They know what's going on. Having a lot of fun. So now they're talking about that smoking section video that we broke down on this show. I love that people are discovering this video go, what the fuck? This was the one that John was goofing on us, saying, how could you make fun of Opie? He's done so much. Like, John, watch this video. It's fucking retarded. It's so bad. So these guys will have some fun with it as well.
It's horrible, but the worst is when he's clipping a bit that you can really tell he's like crushed, and he like sent this clip to his producer to like do all the edits and the special effects and stuff, and it's him. The one I clicked on when I was snooping his page was like him going like, it literally starts him going, you remember smoking sections in restaurants? God.
Jesus Christ.
And he goes, yeah, it was like there's an invisible wall that stops your smoke from getting on my tuna tartare.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's
That's tough.
It's so tough.
Perfectly summed up right there. It's tough. It's fucking terrible. I get it. All right, so this is just a funny observation because they're watching him. You know, he's in front of his window in whatever this building is in Manhattan, and so they're speculating. People are like looking in at him doing this podcast and getting concerned for him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, somebody every day, like somebody in Manhattan, like calls the NYPD because they see him through the window, and it's more grisly than witnessing like a murder. They just go there. I think there's a pathetic retard live streaming to nobody from his high rise.
It's Rear Window, but Jimmy Stewart's just like, there's a sad loser trying to hold on to a career he didn't even have.
Holy shit, that's great.
I love that observation.
Do we know who that is on our left there? That
I don't. I should find that out.
He's killing it.
I know he's very funny.
Amazingly good.
Ben Avery's in the middle. One of the other guys, his last name is Avery. I assume that's his brother, so I'll have to do some research on these guys.
I mean, they're all funny. but
Seems
that
like a
was
fun
killing
show,
it.
yeah, for sure. I got one more clip on here, and this is funny because they're talking about how Opie responds to any interaction he gets from viewers and fans. It's so pathetic.
To nobody. No one is in there.
No, he's interviewing a volleyball.
He gets one like. If he gets a like, he like thanks the follower. He
Yeah.
goes, thanks for the like.
Dude, I saw it. Yeah, thanks for supporting the channel. Dude, it's like when a parent like lets their kid upload a YouTube channel at like 7.
Yeah.
And they're like, shout out to my 10 subscribers. But he's 55 and
He's on Roblox.
Oh, those kids that have a podcast?
Yeah.
You know, the fat one and the skinny one? They're like 12.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And they're like-
Opie's going to go on their show
Yeah.
to promote it.
right, and they're like, and they turn to each other, they're like, man, this guy's really blowing this.
So I love watching people who have discovered what we've discovered, and it takes me back to a day like I can't laugh at Opie the way they're laughing at Opie because we've been through so much of a journey. Like I'm over it, the fact that this is what he's doing now, and it's so embarrassing. We get it now, but I love watching it through other people's eyes where they go, "Holy shit, look at this guy! This is what he's doing." Yeah. How the fuck did this happen?
Who are these